Hey guys, I'm here to show you the final version of my Hangman game that I've been working on for the past week. It has gone very good. I finally squashed that bug that wouldn't allow the Hangman up above to work. So if you've never seen the preview, I'm going to give you a demonstration of how it works, but it is a 5-letter long word Hangman game. It can be up to 5 letters, it doesn't have to be 5. And a way to tell how many letters the word has is each one of these lights will light up for each letter you program in, which is also very simple. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to use it and everything. So to begin, let's start by let me showing you the features. Each letter has its own little button to press, and it has a sign. It has a redstone torch indicating if you pressed it or not. So let's go ahead and hit N because the word I programmed in was notch. And now there's just so much redstone that it actually lags my computer. So, you'll probably have better results than me. But yeah, the N popped up just like it did. Each letter is on a 5x7 display. And say I put in the wrong letter, what would happen is this. Now we just watch the guy up above if you can see him. His head should pop up. It takes a little bit to detect the wrong letter because of the way it detects them. I'll explain that in a bit too. But yeah, perfect. So it did exactly that. And I could just go through and I could keep hitting all the letters, and it's not order sensitive. I'm just putting them in order. But yeah, so the N and the O popped up and still nothing wrong, and I'll just put in a C, and now let's reset it, because the way it resets is pretty interesting. The guy up top has to cycle through all the way to die, to reset. But if the game is over and you lost the full thing, all you'd have to do is press reset, and now you just wait, and it's cycling through everything, and things will begin to shut off, and the guy is just cycling through till he ends. So that's very easy and simple to use, and now I'm going to show you how to program it. So basically what you do is you'd head outside this room. I don't know what to do with here. I figured you could build something on if you wanted to build this into arena. But then you'd enter in down here, and you could shut the door. And you're actually going to need a minecart because it's so far away. So you just get in the minecart and you'd ride it down. You can walk on the side if you want, but walking's for poor people. We're rich. So just a bit further now. It's kinda big to set up the letters you want because they're so spread out. I built a ladder going up for it. And then I also built a water ladder. Not a water ladder, but just a water stop to come down. So here we are. The bottom floor is the first word, and as you can see, wherever the N is, should be the last one right here, I have it programmed for notch. So say I want to change it to botch. I just turn that. You can only have one letter on it at a time, or else you have a broken screen, and you have to go fix that. But when you're ready for the second letter, just head up here and go up to this second part right here. It's nice and simple, and you could go and you'd have to turn off the O wherever that is, but yeah, and then once you do that you just change the lever and you go up to the third floor, which is right there. We're just gonna skip it. I'm gonna take you up to the top, and this is the fourth. Maybe I'll just speed this up a bit. It's taking a bit, and then you'd finally get to the fifth, and you just hit the last letter you want, and when you're ready to go, instead of going back down the ladder, you go down this thing. And this is a water stop, just like I said, with double doors programmed in for luxury. And then you just head back up there, and you're ready to play again. When you press the reset button, it does not remove the word that you had programmed in, so you could reuse it again if they didn't get it right the first time. So now I'm going to take you over to a dummy version of it that doesn't have any wiring, but it's still all the structures up, so I can show you how it works. Because this thing just lags my computer so bad that I will never be able to show you it. So see you in a minute. Guys, welcome back. So now we're on the outside of this copy that has no redstone at all. And just take a look at how big this thing is. It is huge, and that is why my computer's lagging so bad. I'm not going to be able to show this in far view the whole time because I can't play anything over tiny. So I'm going to switch over now because I'm only getting 3 frames per second. And we'll begin our talk. Okay. So it all begins over here. This is the 26 letters in the alphabet, and the top is A to M, and then the bottom is N to Z. So these things, they all travel down this line, well, these two lines, and then they travel up these staircases. Yeah, I just removed all the redstone, that's why nothing's here. And once they reach here, it's split up 5 times for each letter, because I'm not worrying about where each letter is, I'm just worrying about where everything, kind of like what has it what. So once they reach this point right here, you can see it's kind of this AND gate thing they have to pass through, and they can only go past this if one of the levers you have clicked over in that other room that was holding everything is set. And that is how I choose what letter I want for each one. And then once they go through there, they set off this RS NOR latch, and that controls the memory cells. This is the first digit, this is the second, this is the third, fourth, and fifth is all above it. I perfectly stacked them, and then each one will set off its program. There's 26 programs in all for each screen, which is a 3x5, a 5x7 screen, which is just pretty high quality. Now I have to rearrange them into the screen shape, which was pretty complicated because I have to get everything on the same level and all that. So this is the digit 1, this is digit 2, this is digit 3, that's 4, and 5 is B. No, sorry, this is 5. 4 is back there. And all that, it will just go right to the screen. And then these yellow lines are hooked up to display if there's a letter selected in whatever region. And now let's talk about how it tells if it is a good or bad letter. And it does that by doing this. Whenever you press a button, the signal will pass up through here, get delayed for so long that it has enough time to pass through the rest of the machine, and it takes the signal from the end of the programs. So if a program was set off, then it will set off one of these signal shorteners, and that will travel down here, up this line, right to right here, which is almost like an AND gate, because you need the redstone that's not there, you need that to turn off, and then that would send a signal down through here to turn the memory for the guy one time. But because this torch will be turned on from that, it won't be able to set off the guy, so he can't be hurt. And then once it goes through that, it just resets this RS NOR latch, so I don't have to worry about too much timing. And how this guy resets is basically over on this last side, which is his head, it takes the signal and it splits it through an AND gate on a clock, and as soon as you set this off one time, this light will be off because his head is on. So then what will happen is if you press a reset button that would go through right here, it will send the signal on this short clock that slowly works the whole guy through his whole memory cycle. Yeah. It was a very good concept, I think. It took a while to build, and I'm pretty proud of it. This is a first for Minecraft after all, and I can probably see why because of how big it is. I even made this map, and you can kind of just see the relative area of it, and over way in the distance that is a prototype I had building. But yeah, it's turned out really good, and I think you should give it a download, and if you want it, you can even put it in your server. All I ask is you give me credit, and if you ever see this video and it's not on Who Wants to Know's channel, it's stolen, please report them or just tell me about it. I already have one stolen video, and I don't want any more. I don't want my work stolen. So yeah, go ahead, download it, check it out, and review me and help me find some bugs in this thing. You can only probably understand just how many bugs there could be in this thing, and I'm not really able to test the whole thing. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.